game. Lower bracket semifinal of Group B. I guess a couple of people were surprised to see that matchup here. EnTe versus Hitman, winner against Neutron. Hitman was defeated by Neutron. I was quite surprised to see that, to be honest.
Yeah, I was surprised also because I think Neutron wasn't doing that good against Orcs. I saw him losing to Grabby and then texting something like, I don't think if I'm playing that bad or just Orcs learned how to play against Keeper.
Alright. The American Lin for Dust Gaming in the bottom left. Let's see if he can only squash some noobs on ladder or if he's in actual tournament shape. And EnTe, he has had a pretty rough day today. First he played the game against Hawk, got killed, then he had to rush to work, and now he's back. Let's see if he's a little bit exhausted here.
Starting off so far with a standard build are both. Some orcs play Farseer on this map. Hitman's likelihood of that is about 1%.
Yeah, I think he's Bane Master player.
Does he even play Farseer on Concealed? Because almost everyone is playing Farseer on Concealed now. Looks like the better strat.
Yeah, Farseer expansion.
Why
do you think people are playing Farseer on the Concealed Hill?
Level 3 Creep Route, Level 2 Wolves, Protect your Expo. And mainly, it's much harder for Farseer to, for Blade Master to get level 3, opposed to the Farseer. It's all about that level 3.
Also harder to pimp your Blade Master, I think, not many permanent items.
Yeah, and there's a few cool creep route tricks you can do, like you can creep the 2 camps outside your main for level 2, then send the Grunt and the Wolf to the green bottom right, creep that, and the Farseer is on the way to the green top left, you can summon the Wolves there, then you continue harassing, Grunts take another green, that's your level 3, Fountains and so on. So you can do a lot of cool things there with Farseer, whereas Blade Master a little more one-dimensional.
So you play that like creep, expand, and tech at the same time.
Yeah, not really attacking, like expanding comes after attacking. It's not Night Elf, dude. Come on. Oh, did he get that? No. What? That was close though. With the acolytes.
Ah.
9 to 10 damage, 1 armor. Nice.
Are you seriously complaining about acolyte?
Yeah. You know how annoying it is to kill that fucker when he scouts you. Does Acolyte win 1 versus 1 against Archer? I think he might.
I think annoying Warcraft. Oh no, what's the channel on YouTube that does all these crazy experiments?
Funny Warcraft?
Funny Warcraft, exactly. I think they tested that already.
Oh my god, these blade items.
Yeah, I remember a long time ago I whined on Battle.net forums that when you go Thorn's Aura and Grunt is hitting you, he has to hit you 350 times to kill himself. I think it was in Reign of Chaos days I posted that on Battle.net forums. Haven't got any response, unfortunately.
It will come. The community manager is on it.
Okay. 2030.
Yeah.
How many more times do I have to yell about this merchant creep, by the way?
It's a pretty easy merchant.
One earlier, you realized you need to scout against this. You cannot allow this camp to be taken.
Yeah.
This merchant on Northern Isles, excuse me, and merc camps everywhere. That is what orcs want to creep. As we say in German, write it behind your ears.
That makes no sense to anyone outside Germany, I guess.
You don't know. Maybe that's a saying elsewhere as well.
It's really stupid because it's supposed to help you remember something, but who can look behind his ear to look it up? That's incredibly stupid.
Well, maybe you just carry a mirror around. Well, I guess you would need 2 mirrors.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Last hit steal by Mr. Hitman. DK yoinked the item, but that fiend is still dead.
Really well done by Hitman.
2 passive of an early. As on that you want to creep level 2 and then play hyper aggressive. Oh, there's one more Windwalk in a second. Cannot really get the kill unless he blocks with the Grunt. Ah, but tier 2 is done. Fiend gets away.
Oh, the cast round. Oh, nice. DK is surrounded.
Oh, wow. Ooh. Wait, can he fight out? Yeah, with Coily can.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no hex coming. There's no special tricks here. Trying to slow down the DK while getting the DK up, the Blade Master up front. Healing cancelled with the coil, but that's about it. Nice save.
Oh, fast tier 3 by Hitman. Skipping early bestiary.
Oh.
Is that standard? You do tier 3 before bestiary?
I mean, it's basically at the same time. He could set up the bestiary already. He could have done it at the same time.
Yeah, he had the
basically. Why is he laying it even more for more healing? So 4 grunts is not standard, by the way. 3 grunts is standard. So he's going to be able to creep really heavily with the shadow with that. Is he actually skipping bestiary? That would be kind of crazy. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. 4 grunts, late bestiary. Kind of makes sense. I like this build, actually. Because the first raider really doesn't do anything for you anyways. The early raider is kind of a remnant of old meta, where you want to play aggressively with Shadowhunter. You don't want to do that anymore, because you fall behind in levels. It's much more important to creep, and for that a grunt is much better.
Yeah, he killed another fiend, by the way.
What? I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Coil, I'm not sure.
Man, it's a really bad early game for EnTe. Really bad.
Really with coils. Yeah.
Oh my god. Whew, this game. Oh no, no, no. He wants the big boy.
Well, switches focus to the DK.
Doesn't he doesn't have frost armor?
No, it's Nova.
What?
That's weird.
It must be a misclick. Is that intentional? If it is, it's the wrong intention.
Yeah, maybe he was hoping that Hitman would overcommit. And then he would surprise kill him, I'm not sure.
That's a risky gamble. That doesn't pay off.
In general, I feel that EnTe, after being picked up by Mouseboards, he had quite a spike in shape, and he was practicing super hard for DreamHack and had a decent result there. Took a series off of Foggy, for example, so that was a really strong EnTe. But since then, not too impressed. I think Wild and X-Lord surpassed him by far.
Yeah. Especially X-Lord. I think Juan and X-Lord had always been the stronger players almost at all times, but yeah, recently it's looking pretty clear. Dude, these items for Hitman are ridiculous.
Yeah.
I feel like we keep this saying about orcs all the time. You know, Tomiko has the lumber hack. I think orcs have the item hack.
I mean, there's few items that are bad for orc.
Well, there's also no item that's better than claws or pendant or slippers.
Well, he got the flute that could have been better.
On a stone!
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, this is... How are you supposed to win against this?
And I bet, by the way, that when this game is over, EnTe will complain about the items and the items alone.
The items are a problem, but it's more that EnTe had a really bad early. And lost 2 fiends. Like, even without losing the 2 fiends, it was a bad early.
But you know, the items are something easy to blame.
Yeah.
If you don't have teammates, you use the items as an excuse.
So which hero
I always wonder if that's a healthy mindset or an unhealthy mindset. Like, if you can blame something else, maybe you don't dwell on your mistakes, and maybe that can convince you to be more confident? Or does that keep you from improving yourself and looking for the things that you can do better? I don't know.
I never got good, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's very successful players who have polarizing personalities in that regard. We see that in streams all the time. The 2 standout examples. Todd, who likes to blame a lot of things, and Grubby, who likes normally never blames anything but looks for things to improve. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm saying they have different philosophies. Maybe that's not the right word, but different approaches, I guess. And both have been extremely successful.
On what side of the fence are you, Ankhes? What do you blame? If you lose.
I just don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. It's in their DNA.
You saw Keeper with Circlet and the Mantle and still got wrecked in 5 minutes, so... items doesn't help.
Well, the Katka's pipe for EnTe might help him a little.
Oh yeah, that actually is insane. But I think it's a little too little too late.
Plus 9, pick it up! Oh.
Did he get it? No.
No. Inventory was full.
I mean, this is a decent position for...
Yeah, it's a great position. Put the Dark Ranger and DK in front, give them both Frost Armor.
Kodo for free. I think that coil was a little bit unnecessary, but okay.
Yeah, I like not going for Raiders early, but not having Raiders in the late game makes finding kills pretty tough. He gets that statue because it was mispositioned.
Oh my god.
Dead. Oh my god. Hitman, what are you doing?
Uh-oh.
But this still has one stomp.
The Blade Master's still going crazy, but there's also another coil to save.
Yeah. Without Shadow Hunter, he can't stay in the fight. He doesn't have heal.
Can run away with a speed scroll though if he wants. You can tab and revive the Shadow who still has the Mana Stone. That was definitely...
Oh my god.
No!
Come on, all chat. All chat, bro. Let's do it. Yeah, fighting late game against, like, without Raiders, like, I know they're bad fighters, but you need the end snares.
Yeah. Okay, he used Mana Stone.
I think the second Kodo was a mistake. I think he should have gone one Kodo into Raiders. No, no coil. But hey, who needs Raiders when you have Purge? Nice stomp, disabling the next coil. Dude, they are trying to throw really hard, both of them. Oh, those crits. Okay, these crits are pretty fortunate. And just like that, Hitman's back in the game. First hit Purge! Hell yeah.
In the small fights, items carrying him hard.
Yeah.
This Blade Master is...
Dude, these Purges, are you serious?
Oh, another nuke on the Shadow Hunter. Gotta be careful. But now there's no mana anymore. 200 crit!
Purge against the Frost Armor.
Per check.
Dude, Purge makes me so mad. If you just disabled Purge triggering on attack when you attack heroes, this would fix most of this matchup. First hit Purge.
How much is it? It's like 30% or what?
30 versus units, 15 versus heroes.
Okay. Well, that expansion is not going to survive.
Silence is good. There's still so much mana on the TC.
Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is there anything left? Okay, no clarities or anything. But EnTe, where's his army? He's down to 36.
Stomp.
Oh, okay.
Surround. Hex? Ah, he doesn't have the mana. Yeah, he had the mana. That could have been a kill.
Quite a funny and action-packed game. I like it. So, yeah, what can EnTe do to come back?
A player's forces are under attack.
What did the Shadow Hunter just sell? He sold an item. Somebody paying attention?
I think it was a ring of protection. I think he had one.
How can you sell the ring, bro? That's your orb protection.
He just died once. Come on.
Dude, Neo, earlier when Vortex defeated Cash. He played Crypt Lord third.
Yeah,
It
I saw
was
that on.
So glorious.
Saw that on Liquipedia. I was like, what am I missing out on? The games you missed, by the way, in the Team League, super boring. So one-sided.
How did Colorful play against Moon?
Oh boy, was he destroyed! He got so destroyed. I think, like, he uninstalled NetEase after that game. Oh, no chance. But he was up against Moon, so
Understandable.
understandable. Temple by EnTe.
So I don't know what's the plan now.
Oh, speaking of colorful, what do you think of colorful? Remo and I, we usually agree on most things, but colorful is kind of like a hot topic. What's your opinion on him?
I think he's pretty good. I would say he's probably third or fourth best elf right now.
But not like really good, right? They're just pretty good.
I mean, it's hard to be a good, being an idol.
There we go.
Okay, good point. Okay, I can accept that. You're kind of in the middle, leaning towards me. That's fine.
I think he's not super stable. Like, Czech is very stable. For example, he's basically never losing to people who are worse than him, and he's never winning against people who are ranked higher than he is. Colorful is like more hit and miss. Sometimes he wins against good players, and sometimes he loses against players that he's supposed to crush.
That's a very good analysis. I keep that.
Thank you.
We have a next fight, and this might be the last of the game. Hitman with an expansion. EnTe trying to punish this, but also distraction. How many fiends died this game? Did anyone count?
Windrider is coming in. The ranged army is assembled. Looks like we do not have dust. We do not have web, I mean. We do have dust, actually. With the blade without an invul in the front line, like a boss.
Miss. Curse is pretty good.
Big crits. Big crit. Go.
OTC.
Down?
Fine. He's walking it off. Where are the crits? Oh, did he not skill it yet?
Nope, I don't think so. No, 168 definitely not. But he doesn't even need it, as it is the GG and the 1-0 for the American Lin.
Yeah, it was uphill battle for EnTe since the beginning, unfortunately.
Yeah, he lost quite a few feeds in that early game.
Yeah, should have gone for Crypt Lord third.
You think that would have changed things?
Yep. Beatles.
Beatles, yes, of course.
Wall of Beatles to block TC stun.
Yeah, just stand next to your graveyard for the first 50 seconds. That's actually how they designed the Crypt Lord, right? With the 5 beetles, they were like, oh yeah, you have a graveyard on your base, you can summon your beetles.
Yeah.
Just need to stand there for like a minute or so.
Yeah, no one knew that time is another resource.
Oh, time is another resource. Neo.
You're so smart.
You know, it's also another resource, experience points. Oh. And I guess items.
And corpses. Game's up. Same game name. Where are the Dust Boys, by the way? I miss Bidou. Where's Carson? Where's OC? In Anaheim, they cheered so hard for this little kid. And now, working, I guess. Yeah, okay. Second map, Last Refuge.
So this was EnTe pick, right? It's because this map has a lot of narrow chokes. That's why it's good for Undead versus Orc.
Also really bad Blade Master creep route if you properly scout against the Blade Master's creeping. And also really tough Shadow creep route. Like if you just steal the enemy natural away, the Shadow Hunter has no really good place to go to solo creep.
Oh yeah, true.
So this is really tough for orcs to creep. I'm really surprised actually this is still in the pool. Orcs normally veto AZ and
You see the lobby chat? The Take TV guy said, sorry, we've been in a break, and EnTe is responding with, didn't miss too much, but the best item drops for Orc. I was so right.
well, he's not wrong. He's not saying that's why he lost. He said it's the best item drops. It was the best item drops, dude. It was crazy.
But of course he's complaining about items. I mean, that's what I mean.
Yeah, but to be fair, he also let Hitman creep entire middle pretty much freely.
Yeah. Finally, some USA chants in chat. I missed that.
Number 1. Wait, isn't Dust League tonight?
Dust League is tonight indeed. Group A. We start things. Don't really
It's
know.
new season?
What?
It's new season?
Yeah,
Dust
season 4. We have
League? They had no break, basically, right?
2 weeks or something. Yeah, that's it. We have Kiwikaki, Pride, Fish, and Say So. Looking forward to Fish. The new what's his face? Likings with
Yeah, Matt Footman.
Mass Footman.
Triple Barracks footies? Hell yeah.
Starship Nightmare.
Dude, that would be a Star-shaped nightmare. Did you just say that?
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, okay. I just heard nightmare. I was like, did you say something? Yeah, Star-shaped said footies are worse than Mountain King, worse than rifles, worse than everything.
Yeah, I fully agree. It's probably the most hated unit for me right now. Because of the harass. Not necessarily...
Says the guy with mana burn.
Yeah, but you can't mana burn footies. They don't need mana.
True. Apparently, once upon a time, breakers used to have defend. That's pretty funny.
What?
That's what Starshape told me. They still have a defend animation in the game where they can put their in front.
That's crazy.
That sounds pretty balanced, right? Breakers with defend?
Of course.
Would love to see that in game. Hopefully next patch. Can't wait.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, well, you'll have to wait a little bit. I think at this point, patch. You know, we don't want to rush things, right? We don't want to be in too much of a hurry. So
We don't
maybe towards the end of the year we can have a patch.
Yeah.
We've been patching quite aggressively these last few months, so I think we should slow down a little bit.
yeah, poor Pete. Making that
Oh,
statement.
Insup is in chat. Insup, where have you gone, by the way? You're not playing any tournaments anymore? Are you in the Valorant Tempest? Or what the hell is going on?
He was casting a little bit of the Todd League.
Oh, was he? I would like to see another best of 5 Insup versus Todd in the same call. Can we do that again, please?
That was one of the best content in recent months.
That was really fun, but at times it was also really uncomfortable. It was like, oh, dude, they're gonna start seriously screaming at each other in any second.
By the way, what is the idea behind this altar by Orc so far forward?
To have a shop in the back so it's more protected.
Wow.
Yeah.
Couldn't we just
Which-
put it to the left? More to the left? Wouldn't it be like the same? Like place altar where the shop is and shop to the left?
Yeah, but then the shop is further in the back of the base, costs you a little bit more time. I always like to see a protected shop, but honestly, nowadays it's so rare. Like, it used to be a classic undead thing to go Lich level 2, DK3, get tier 3, get triple hero, and then run into the Orc base. But that is a very bad idea nowadays, because Orc are too good, and they just kill you right there. So, normally, we never see pushes into the main. By either race, honestly. I think the level of play is just too high nowadays. When you push into the enemy main, you obviously always go up against a disadvantage. So...
Yeah, you can only do that against elf wisps. True. Because now Orc have reinforced defenses, so it's pretty hard for Distro push to kill a lot of...
Actually, doing run-bys into human base is also super effective. You must know that. Haven't you seen the moon replays? Zeppelin drops all over the place?
Yeah.
Must also be pretty fun to use like 9 hunts and just right-click a stronghold, and there's no chance to repair it.
The best
Just a bit of
thing
field spray over the top.
know how much micro it requires? You have to surround building.
Dude, I've been off-racing as human a little bit, playing double barracks rifles. It's so chill, bro. It's so easy.
Yeah, I love playing Pala rifles. It's so cool.
So, you know, Neo, there was this question of how exactly do you do it with the Blade Master so that there's no inner fire, right?
Yes.
And Hitman was in chat and he answered me and he said, you have to stand in a specific spot in the creep camp. So on a specific tile on the map, basically.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy, right? Who the hell figured out all the tiles?
Yeah, how do you test that? Do you... I guess it happened by incident, and then you try to repeat it?
Yeah.
And then at one point you
guess
know
so.
what it is. Jesus.
Or he was just trolling me, I don't know.
With Hitman, very possible.
A player's forces are under attack.
Very nice sentry here by EnTe. Covers the Null Assassin. Doesn't exactly cover the Yoga Magi, but he's doing that with his skeleton. And he's playing a much better early game here this time. This is what you want to do. Don't let the blade creep for free, especially not on your side of the map. And if that results in both heroes being low level, that's good for the undead. Or, of course, you would prefer to be level 3 DK, but if you can trade levels, that's a good thing. Speaking of good things, this block is looking pretty damn good. Oh, wow.
But he's full mana almost. But yeah.
Oh my god, this block, dude. On 100 plus ping.
Yeah.
That's of course the difficulty of not having level 2, of not having aura.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, and to forgetting about making the third fiend. There we go.
Mind control Remo again.
Mind control. That dust was way too early. Oh, that's a cool play by Hitman. He's getting the creeps here involved to distract EnTe. In the meantime, he's creeping the Magi camp away. Trying to at least, but not allowed the time, as EnTe once again is coming in to intercept.
Yeah, very smart play by EnTe.
Yeah. I'm glad to see him here play this early game much better. But once again, he might be having to lose a fiend here.
No blood this time.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a quick tier 3 by EnTe.
How did that end snare glitch on the Blade Master, but it still applied to that fiend? It was weird.
He doesn't have a Nerub. Oh, if Hitman knew, he may have dived. Dove? Divin? Da Vinci?
Da Vinci. I think it's Da Vinci.
Neo, look at all the calls. They're all not at the graveyard. Only now they're going to the graveyard. This is so much lumber lost passively.
And he is quite low on lumber.
Wait, what is Hitman doing? He's going to snipe level 7 Ogre with 2 grunts? Level 2 Blade Master?
Yeah.
Huh? I wish I could do that.
It's
Dude,
almost
you can creep the natural on Northern Isles with 1 archer and 1 keeper.
I was about
the hell up.
I was about to say, like, it's almost as good as using an Engine of War.
Yeah, but it costs a lot of gold, the Wisp. Repair time.
It costs an
Listen to
illusion
me,
and
Northern
heals
Isles,
up.
1 archer, 1 keeper. You don't need an ancient war. This is a great creep.
Yeah.
This is also only 2 hex. I don't think I've seen this creep route before.
Close plus 12 as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to mark this down. Things to scout out for. Because this should be scouted for.
But I think this requires an illusion, right? I think without it.
I don't know. Like 1 grunt still has tons of health. You can just tank the damage on
true.
him. Nova. Did he have Nova first again? He did. Dude, EnTe is crazy.
This guy has 2 control groups, man. Do you think he cares about Frost Armor?
He should. It's a crucial spell.
A player's forces are under
I was never aware, by the way, since we talked to Juan about this Tuesday, that this includes no control groups for buildings.
Yeah.
That's even crazier.
I don't know how it's possible.
Mana
Yeah,
Stone is...
considering that, his macro is really good.
Yeah.
How can you not start just doing Control 4 on your main building? Like just that. Just that saves you so much time.
Yeah, you can easily tech during a fight, for example.
Players' forces are under attack.
So with the claws plus 12 and the mana stone, do you think we will get item commons again?
Possibly.
But by the way, this strategy by Hitman, isn't it easily punished by the strategy you said, Banshee and Finn's tier 2 tower rush? He had like 3 grunts for the first 10 minutes of the game. And nothing else.
Can work, but there's also difficulties like pillage, counterattack, and so on.
Then you make Nerub.
you know, grunts and blade master actually do damage to buildings.
Oh,
Here we have a creep jack. No purges so far, but a crit finishes off the statue in the back.
oh,
that
kill.
tried to kill with a stomp.
How much damage is level 1?
First mistake here by Hitman forgetting about the dust. Now he's getting it. Nope, now he's not getting it. Shop delay. Oh, isn't that fun? Shop delay. What a great feature to have still in 2020.
Oh, this thing. Unborrowed too early.
Still a couple of storms. Blade Master's kinda hurt.
Yeah, but
no
now you
healing.
see EnTe macro.
Oh my god.
But you see actually EnTe macro slipping up right now, almost 1k gold.
For his supply.
Yep.
Well, at least he can afford an orb now. So how many control groups do you use, Ankhes?
I use, I think, 8.
8.
Players'
Wow.
forces are under
Yeah.
What's on 6, 7, and 8?
On 6 it's AOW, on 7 it's AO Ancients of Lore, on 8 I usually have Ancient of Winds or Chimerust, or sometimes a Wisp Scouting.
Damn.
Yeah, itself, you know, you have to use a lot of hotkeys. A lot of micro. It's not like Undead, you can play without hotkeys at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Says
nice.
the guy whose race yesterday won a game with 66 supply pure bears.
What?
That was hilarious. It was Remind versus Cini, right?
Yeah.
On
Against
Amazonia. And
Yeah,
Remind
so-
played like only bears, nothing else.
Oh my god. Well, it can only work against another. Yeah, it was against Orc?
It was against Orc, yeah.
Fuck. How can you win with bears against Orc?
Ask Remind.
Well, watch the
What is-
VOD, available at Back to Warcraft on YouTube.
Man, I have to see that. Learn strategies instead of masking hand every single game. But
Messing-
there's so much variety because sometimes you go 700, sometimes 8, sometimes you switch to archers at 40 supply, sometimes at 50.
Oh, the DK. Was in a bit of trouble there. Stomp.
Oh,
Cancelled it. Pump fake, pump fake, pump fake again. TC, and now dies. Okay.
Too many fakes. And this is a very hard blade. Nice dodge. Anticipated this quite a bit.
but I think EnTe has got it, right? Blade Master no invul anymore. First Banshee is coming.
Yeah, looks good.
And
Man
this-
overextended there. Too hard. Didn't have the levels he needed yet.
Yeah, Remand, how you like this altar now? Well, it's first level TC, so he's coming out.
Needs to hex and kill the Banshee, I think.
But there's only one Banshee at this point of the game, but it's really hard for Hitman to win this at this point.
Bye bye, TC. And probably bye bye all the rest as well. Is there another Nova? Oh, very soon.
But it was really good. Oh my god.
Whoops! Didn't realize he was still dusted.
Yeah, a little bit fly-esque play by Hitman, huh? Lots of
Yeah,
hero
man.
kills this game. Jesus.
He
So
gave
what
that
is-
game
now?
out of hand so sick. And you know that's it's easy to say, oh, crit, kill, but you also need to know exactly when to creep, when to hit your hero level ups, what a good engagement to take is. It's not that easy.
Yeah, I think it was very well played by EnTe, especially in the early game where he controlled Blade Master.
Yeah, early game was good.
He scouted for, you know, his aggressive creeping. He crept himself. His small camps got level 2, prevent Blade Master from stealing his own camps. Really well done. What do you blame now when you are Hitman? Items, balance, or ping?
Well, I think it's pretty simple. Just don't overextend, don't chase too far, just get up your levels.
No. The question is, what do you blame?
Yeah, we have no
Yeah,
choice.
but there's nothing to blame. It's just
When you're
We're
playing
making
Call
this
of
up here. Come on, play the game.
no.
Remo, not in for the fun. You must be so
We
fun
are
at
on a
parties.
path of self-improvement. This is like yoga, okay?
Okay, do your yoga. Oh. On-stream yoga? Go.
And what is the next map for this best of 3?
Good question.
Shield would be the classic. But
Not up yet.
yeah, so could also be Terranas.
Isn't Terranas usually banned?
Depends on the undead. Normally it's TM and TS or TM and EI.
I actually think Terranas Stunt is a stupid map. Because of the item drops, I think they are way too strong for the camps that drop them. For example, the middle camps where they drop 2 permanent level 2 items, I think they are far too easy
Yeah.
for heroes to creep and steal.
They're good, true. But it's a trade-off. It's very little experience. It's a lot of time you're wasting, in quotes, experience-wise. It's good items, but
Yeah,
Bad
but it's true for all camps on TS. They are fairly easy for what they drop, I think.
you think?
Like,
I think like
yeah.
the lab camp is pretty hard.
Yeah,
the,
lab camp.
the poison renegade is pretty hard. The
Yeah,
poison
but-
enforcer is also pretty hard.
Yeah, the camps at the edges of the map are pretty hard, but for example, the Merc camp is pretty easy and it drop
Yeah.
2 items.
Yeah,
Natural.
on your side, and in the middle greens are really easy.
Yeah.
But I think that's makes the map kind of interesting. It's kind of a safe expansion map with the safe side that you have. It's not really another map like that we have in the pool.
Yeah, true that. I think it would be really cool to have some maps that use other tile sets. For example, you know, this Hell tile set with Hellhounds and stuff.
Yeah.
Or for example, the swamp maps with
Just wait for Brightwater Oasis, bro. You're gonna be amazed. Have you seen that map before?
Yeah, I think I have played it in the High to Chaco Cup or something like this.
Yeah, we also had a Hive Workshop Cup on Back to Warcraft once.
Yeah.
Just a gorgeous map. Maybe we're gonna have it in the next patch in 2 years or something.
And how about ships?
Dude, on the town hall, they showed this one map with ships where it didn't look completely dumb. It looked actually kind of cool.
How's that possible?
Really?
It was the ships were in the middle of the map, not on the outside, being annoying like zeppelins dropping in the back. But it was basically wherever you could go with ships, you could also walk. With ships, you were just a little bit faster.
Yeah, that would make for a decent ship map because it's alternative way to move, but not the only way. I think that's the stupid way. For example, islands and the isles.
Yeah.
So,
Islands are just fucking dumbass.
yeah. Because I saw this other map with ships that had, you know, this like horseshoe shape with violent.
Yeah. Thawing snow.
I think I would hate that map against Undead. You know, we would make an island easily with Gargs and then flying between bases all the time, and I can't even do anything with ship because then he would just snipe it with Gargs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's thawing snow. It's a beautiful map.
Yeah, it's
so
little,
beautiful.
but you know, it would have to be changed.
Yeah,
someday.
it's not good for competitive. True. Ankhes, you are so smart. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you agree with my opinions all the time.
So we should talk about Coil now. Let's see how that goes.
Well, we have a good spell, but as a downside on the DK, we have no right-click damage.
Yeah, that's true.
So, decision time. Will we say goodbye to the third undead? That would certainly prove that this race is underpowered. Or it's Hitman that will prove that North America can still not play Warcraft properly.
Is he gonna go Farseer here is the question. Like, everyone goes Farseer, but Hitman might be the one guy who still goes Blade here.
Let's see. Yep, true to the...
He was thinking for a second. He was not selecting it right away. He was like, Blade Master. And the thing here on this map is, Blade Master level 3 really isn't that easy. If the undead scouts and tries to be aggressive on level 2, which he should, then the Blade Master's life here can be pretty tough. It's gonna be the Ogre Warrior camp first, but where to after? Isn't there a movie that's called Where to After? That sounds familiar to me.
Do you usually get this level 3 ogre and then go harass, or do you creep other camps first? You get level 2.
As undead, you take the ogre camp first, and then you send the 4 skeletons over to the green. Those plus the ghouls take out the turtle. That's level 2. In the meantime, the DK runs south, looking to harass the Blade Master, and ideally you want to keep the Acolyte alive. The Acolyte is next to the lab to see if the Orc is going towards that other green camp. That way you cover all the bases. So looting the Acolyte actually is kind of a semi-big mistake, but... What is this opening by EnTe? He's not creeping at all.
Yeah, he was looking for a sheep, I think, and he lost a lot of time.
Ooh.
It's very unfortunate, because he was running...
This is already not a good early game.
Yeah.
Well, at least he got something to blame.
Yeah, heard that.
Dude, sheep RNG can sometimes screw you really bad, especially on LR and on AZ, kind of.
What was this game by Happy on Last Refuge where he couldn't find a critter for a minute?
Happy versus 1-0.
That was so sick.
Yeah. And there's 2 critters there, and both were just inside the creep camp.
Yeah, I saw that game. That's crazy.
Oh, that's a full level advantage.
Yeah.
He needs to get this grunt kill. He needs to get this grunt, otherwise this early game is a disaster.
I don't... Well, if he invests 2 coils... I'm not sure, is it worth it? To use your entire mana pool for grunt?
If he gets the experience, yes.
He harassed a bit in the main, but not really too much.
Speed scroll.
Oh.
Good movement on the DK.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. At least you can heal at the fountain for free.
And the thing is also the Blade Master's not creeping this whole time, so... Alright, early game kind of recovered. It's not great, but... It's okay. I think that was a mistake by Hitman. I think he should have moved that grunt not into the base. I think that was kind of a panic move. Because he was kind of trapped.
Alright, so can you creep enough with 2 fiends? Like, okay, I guess if you lure them in, then it's fine with skeletons as well. Is it fast enough though?
No, Blade Master is coming. You might be able to steal something.
He has the wrong read. He thinks the ogre camp is already gone.
Yeah.
But he might still be able to...
Or maybe he has the right read? Maybe he thinks he has the time here to steal this away. It's not bad either. Level 4 creeps do give quite a bit of experience.
And Slippers was the right call after all.
Those things are modeled after Spider-Man, right?
Must be.
When was the first Spider-Man movie?
Oh, later. Early 2000s. Wait, Walker's also early 2000s. Late? No. Spider-Man was definitely later. But, you know, the comics existed a lot earlier.
Yeah. But was that popular enough for such a...
In America, comic culture is quite big, right? I mean, you know Spider-Man regardless of the movie. Blade Master! Gotta be careful! Reveal!
Oh my god.
No way.
Nice. Fine. Easy, walks it off. So Spider-Man came out 2002.
Huh. But okay, maybe there was some hype or the trailers were earlier, and then they thought, let's go Spider-Man design. Does that explain the Captain America? Oh, does that explain the Captain America helmet as well? That was later, right?
The movies? Yeah, much later. Much later. I mean, the old Spider-Man were before the Marvel Cinematic bullshit universe.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sorry, Marvel fans. Oh. Surround.
By the way, do you think it should be that way, that it is possible to abuse AI?
I think, oh, Coil! Oh, nice hex. But Nova! Oh my god, the Nova here actually really good.
Yeah.
I think this creep should just be a ranged creep. That way this would be much harder to
for
do.
example, Troll, level 6, this Warlord Troll.
I think even a bigger one. Do we have a bigger ranged creep?
I think we have like level 7 Nerubian. This Spider.
There's also a big turtle, but I guess he's too strong.
Yeah, but he's melee as well.
No, the big turtle is melee.
Unless it's this level 10 turtle. That is
Oh, the
crazy.
dragon turtle? Oh no, dude, are you crazy? Fucking dragon turtle. The thing of nightmares. No, wait, that one's also melee.
You sure? Doesn't she?
She has shockwave, but
But he can devour at least.
yeah, devour and melee. Dude, that dragon turtle is.
He might
I
be
wake up at night with sweats pouring down. Yeah, but on you remember on Nomad Isles that succubus lady
Yeah.
at the starting position. She was level 7, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And she has life drain as well. I think that would be a good choice here. And the map makers come in and say, no, it doesn't fit into the loader on summer tile set. Yeah, I think this would be the best solution. Just make this a range creep.
Yeah. We don't use a lot of creeps that are possibly pretty interesting, like the swamp ones with satyrs.
The what?
Yeah, the swamp one tile set with satyrs, the mana drain guys.
Ah, oh my god, no, please no mana drain, dude.
More mana drain.
Just because you don't care about mana doesn't mean that we don't care about mana, Ankhes. Okay?
Yeah.
We like our mana. We need our mana.
We have a couple of subs, by the way. Thank you, Gringo Nachos, Christbaum Spitz for 20 months of subbing. Hey guys, thanks for the great content all the time. By the way, I can't see Remo's muscles from his new camera angle. Greets. Remo, that's something to improve on. Lexi, thank you for the host. And Musbeck Aquarium Klingel, 28 months. Thank you. And we have another creep jack. That's the statue falling. There once was a band called His Statue Falls. That's exactly what's happening to EnTe.
Was there seriously a band called that?
Yeah, yeah, you would hate them, but
some edgy emo shit.
Oh, dude, there was like electro dubstep emo core.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Nah, I think I'm good.
Whatever. We have an important game. Let's not get distracted.
What do you think, Pit Lord or Dark Ranger? It was always Dark Ranger, right?
Are under attack.
I prefer Pit Lord, as long as you can split well. So, in my games, sometimes that certainly becomes problematic. But, yeah, both work.
So Dark Ranger it is against the TC, and there's not too much to creep anymore.
Yeah, but you see, Hitman has 3 grunts and 3 heroes, and wouldn't really that all-in tier 2 be really great against that?
Yeah, I thought so for a long time as well, but they are down.
Like, yeah, maybe something that I don't see. Okay, Kodo is down.
That's a nice little timing.
I like on LR I said, nobody goes for the 50 supply tier 3 push anymore, it's too weak, you just get killed, and here we go! 50 supply tier 3 push.
And it looks really good. No shop.
Oh yeah.
This is
He needs to kill this. He needs to kill this Banshee really quick.
Hitman didn't level his aura for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe he doesn't know how to. And he has to manually level as well.
Waiting for the perfect shockwave moment.
Yeah, we've seen this earlier. Hitman definitely doesn't have a hotkey for the skill selection tab because he took so long to upgrade Critical Strike. Perhaps he didn't even.
Yeah, but it has to be a pretty big mistake, you know? For example, like this game, this aura would help a lot.
Yeah.
And now TC is out of the fight.
Oh, beast. Oh my god, it's a game changer.
Photo.
EnTe, after a disastrous game 1, about to kick Hitman out here. Lots of misses, 3 in a row. That's unfortunate. Here comes the Purge and the stun. The Shadow Hunter is dead once again. Oh, that's not good. The TC is about to follow. There we go. Double kill for EnTe.
EnTe, we're doing it.
EnTe up.
Crazy. Man, Hitman's gonna be pretty upset if he loses this, which it looks like he did. That second game, he absolutely should have won. This third one, playing Blade Master on this map is always a little bit iffy.
What about the 50 supply push now, huh?
Oh, another Kodo.
In an even game, it would have been a bad idea. Oh, that's the Fiend coming back. Come back to me, my babies. Come back, my beautiful ladies.
What the fuck?
That's what the Death Prophet says in Dota 2.
After the ult, I see. Late Master, is that another fly move here? Nope, invo. Good burrows, once again, no reveal.
Oh, what a surround with the illusion, nice.
No,
TP out?
TP out.
What?
Crit!
I think that's a mistake. I think you should just let her die.
Yeah, I think
There's
so
a Banshee coming, there's a statue coming.
Orc has like no HP, no mana.
Yeah.
It's the best moment to fight, I think. Like Dark Ranger level 2 is not that important. If it was Leash, then yes. But
It's also a good thing about Dark Ranger as a third hero. She's always kind of expendable.
Yeah.
Much more so than a TC.
I think it should be more important if there was more headhunters, but right now it's only 2. So it's not like he can snowball off the skeletons that easily.
Oh, that creep jack though! GG!
A little anticlimactic, and Hitman is out, one of the 2 North American representatives at number 1 on both the American and the European ladder. Eliminated, which once again proves ladder doesn't mean anything.
No, it proves that
mean to Hitman, dude. It's
superior
unbelievable.
to America.
What?
It proves that Europe is superior to America.
I made quite some friends over in Anaheim, so... Damn, that's quite a surprise to me. Maybe ping was a little bit of an issue here and there. There was quite some hero losses. But EnTe versus Neutron in the lower bracket final, they shared a room in Anaheim. And now they have to fight each other for survival.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like 200 ping on Battle.net is a lot worse than, for example, 200 ping on net is. Not sure why.
I hear that a lot from a lot of people.
Yeah, I really don't understand why.
It's weird.
But then we have Vanded versus Elf. Who do you think is going to make it out? EnTe or Neutron?
Well, I've heard plenty of times from Juan that EnTe sucks against Night Elf.
Yeah, but at the same time, he won against Foggy in the past.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's capable of winning, for sure.
Maybe going to control groups Gargs macro game? That sounds like a great idea.
Neutron is confident in this matchup, though. I give the edge to Neutron, definitely.
Yeah,
Is he
says...
still Master or mostly standard Demon Hunter these days?
Definitely not Mass Air. If anything, I think Mass Dryads. Keep her Expo Mass Dryads. But I'm not sure what his playstyle right now is. Dude, did you see, by the way, the GGG's final match, Lover versus Sonic?
Yeah, I felt so bad for Sonic. Second time such a fraud.
The fact that he lost that game. Oh shit! And that was a game for $300. Oh shit!
Yeah.
That was rough, yeah.